When we talk about Barcelona, I was very sad actually watching it because it looked to me like Messi had checked out. We know he wanted to leave, wasn't allowed to leave. He's going to leave. He's already gone. And that whole thing, they've been brilliant for a long time. Even they've had defeats, disastrous defeats like the second leg against Liverpool. They've not always been successful. Haven't won the Champions League, I think, for 6 years now. So, it's not always been easy and golden and, trophy laden. However, it's always been good to watch. There's always been drama. There's always been action. Last night I watched that and I was relieved that the fans weren't there to wave the white hankies and give Messi a really awful send-off in his final games at Barcelona. I felt really sad that golden era of arguably the greatest ever club side we've seen from, 2006 under Rijkaard through Pep's really golden era. That was probably the best, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And beyond as well. That is now coming to a serious end, isn't it?
It is sad, you're right. And there's many people that have said, and I agree with you and with others that watched that last night, it was sad to watch the likes of PK get the run around. Shouldn't have thrown him in, actually, after his injury, asking a lot of him. Busquets, again, looked miles off when you said Verratti was brilliant and outclassed him. And you're right, Messi there was little flashes now and again, tiny little bits of play, but it's almost as if he maybe looks around and Suarez isn't there anymore, Neymar's not there anymore, and he thinks, I simply cannot do it all on my own as I'm getting older as well. Yeah, it was sad because we've seen just some incredible football. It's been a privilege to watch that Barcelona team. I remember Sir Alex Ferguson saying that is just the best team I've ever seen and come up against, and felt like he didn't have an answer against that Barcelona side, but they just haven't replaced the talents that they've had over the years. And even the attempts at replacing them, I don't think have been good enough.
It's a great point on the Man United side, because that Man United side, when you look back, that was arguably the best ever Fergie side. Certainly it was the most successful trophies-wise, but they can't claim to have been the best in Europe because at that time, Pep's Barcelona were sensational, and for Manchester United they seemed to be unbeatable. 2 finals, they lost them both. That really was a side that played fantastic football, had fantastic individuals, but it was a great team as well, and played some football that we all loved to watch, and they got the trophies with it as well. They dominated domestically and they dominated in Europe as well, that Barcelona side. But it does feel like it is all kind of drifting away, drifting into nothing. And the fact that Suarez has gone, and he's gone to Atletico Madrid, who are probably going to win the title, it tells you there's massive errors being made at the football club. Even the stadium itself looked, when you looked at the seats last night, you could obviously they're all empty. It looked like it was creaking. It's a wonderful cathedral of a stadium, but it's getting on a bit now. So it just felt like the whole club, on and off the field, needed a total regeneration.
But maybe they have just been, behind the scenes. What we haven't seen is what we're now starting to see. Is they're able to hang on to Messi. They have to. They've got no choice. I bet financially they have got no choice but to hang on to him until the bitter end because of what he brings globally to that football club. But maybe behind the scenes, all hasn't been well, and that's why eventually the Neymars, the Suarezes have had to go, so they can only hang on to Lionel Messi until the end, until it really comes apparent that the club are in massive trouble.
Yeah, I watched Koeman at the end was laughing, wasn't he? I mean, he's obviously joking with somebody, and I'm not saying that's a crime in itself, and who knows what the conversations were, and he can't have been happy that they've been battered at home 4-1, but it just didn't feel right. I can't imagine Pep doing that at the height of Barcelona's greatness. So in many ways, it's a sad way for it all to end. So Messi's heart not in it anymore. Is that a harsh judgment? Is it a farewell to Barcelona? You could pay your tributes here and answer that question as well. What do you think Harry Kane made of PSG last night? PSG under Pochettino. 08717 22 33 44.